All righty. I said I'd come on in the afternoon for a little bit. It is hot. My hair's in a ponytail. I didn't cut it. It's in a ponytail. I'm trying to hold on, kids. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Daytime Today Live. I haven't done one of these in a while. It's been a while. I gotta make sure I mark this. Daytime Today Live. It's almost 3:30 my time here in Los Angeles. And we're getting there. I have a dinner to go to in a few hours. I won't be on here super long. I have an unboxing too. I want to share some with you guys. I'll wait till folks come on. My Cash App is Black Hope LA. If you want to give a little tip, buy me lunch, a late lunch, please feel free. I can always use that. Buy me a coffee. I wish I could pin all these, but I can't. Coffee.com. I can't type. Hopefully it's notifying you guys. It's George. You have a little package to unveil for you guys. Judy. Hello, Judy. I'll wait for some folks to come on before I do the package. I bought something and I want to unpackage it. It's Bold and Beautiful related. It's hot as fuck. I'm trying not to melt. You guys, trying to melt. So trying not to melt. How's everybody doing? This Chemo Beauty, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? I see the brown hand. I love brown hands. I am. And V Carter, hello. You're on this morning. So well, it's not a box, but I have an unboxing. Well, I'm trying to show my address. Well, that's how I get me in trouble. But when it says bought something that's soap related that I wanted to Jacarius, hello. So if you're on here right now and you did get a chance to go to our group that we had our private Zoom, it was so much fun. Some folks didn't have their cameras on, which is fine, but they talked. We all talked. It was a safe space. We were on for 2 hours. We had a good time. 2 hours. People came through like Frank and Candace, and people came through, and it was so much fun. If you want to join us this next Saturday, the 17th, is 12 noon. Please sign up. And right now, if you're on this chat right now, I'm only charging $15. I'm giving you a little discount because you're on my chat watching me. So you can sign up now, $15. We'll get you a slot in on the 17th. If you haven't done it. We had a lot of fun. It was a safe space. I gave you some tea. We had a great time. Everything was fun. We did it. It was a lot of fun. And we get to meet people. We get to see each other in our faces and everything. I'm going to say hi to everybody in a second. Might as well get this out. So 3 ways to do it. Zelle, PayPal, or Cash App, which is on the top of my thing. And we can take care of it now while you're on the show right here. Or right afterwards, you can do whatever, but it's going to be on the 17th. We have people signed up already. It's going to be fun. Jacarius is going. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have fun. You can ask me any questions. It's not recorded. So if you snooze, you lose. Everything is said, we're said there, stays there, kind of thing. I did a lot of laughter, but it was fun actually for me to put faces to names. That's the part that's so funny. You're like, oh, or voices to names. So like, I would say something and someone answered back. Like I'm talking to you right now. You guys, I would say, hi, DC. I don't hear him. But when they were on the thing, I could hear you talking back to me. And that was or see you talking to me. It was such a fun experience. It really was. And fans meeting each other, seeing their own backgrounds. Some people came on with like backgrounds of General Hospital in their Zooms. And I was like, I think once the Mirror Mansion, it was crazy. I was like, wow, people were fancy. And they're getting it. So I'm gonna look for a soap background too for mine next time. I'm gonna do that. But this time around, we have different people coming through. I've asked a couple of my famous friends to come, so we'll see if they come through. It's on a Saturday. I said Saturday at noon. Well, 3 o'clock for some people. If you live on the East Coast, and we're on for an hour and a half. So today $15 special. So I'll sign you up now. You send me a payment, sign you up, and you get a slot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I gave away prizes, soap-related prizes. We had a good time. We had a game. I had a spinning wheel. It was like we had a good time. But I know some folks can't make it. They have to work. Or that time period doesn't work. I'm gonna have more. Like I'm trying to have some more in October. The first one was successful. This one already looks like it's gonna be successful also. So we're gonna try it. Hello, Nikisha. I have a soap-related present that I got today. I'm going to make sure my phone's on silent. But I'm going to share with you guys. It's not. I said unboxing, but it's not a box. It's a bag. It's a bag. I got my scissors. Oh, where are my scissors? I had my scissors. Okay, that's crazy. Guys, I had some scissors up here. And now I can't find them. Oh my God. It's so funny. I had the scissors. They're always over here. And now I don't see them. God bless America, of course. I'll have to rip it over my bare hands. I got big hands. I guess we can do that way. Like, dang it. Okay, 1 second. I'm doing a little something real quick. I want some more people to come on before I do the unboxing. I want people to see me do it. Let me do it. Well, it's a lot of fun. Let's see. Okay, there's that. Okay, there we go. I wish I turned it the right way. Everybody look at my address. That's what got me in this trouble in the first place. People know exactly where I live. Well, I know exactly where I live. How's everybody doing? Everybody surviving heat, cold, rain? They promised us rain possibly this weekend. I would do everything in my power to get some rain in my direction. Seriously. Today is a little cooler than it was last couple of days. I will give it that. It's still outrageous. I'm going to dinner tonight, so I'll be able to go somewhere where it's going to be actually air conditioned. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for dinner. I don't even care about the food. I'm so excited for dinner. That's the crazy part. Possibly this week. Thank you for the likes. Oh, there's Matt. Okay. Hi, Matt. It is fun. You should come, DC. You should come. It's fun. Yes, and Matt, because we have my schedule. Yeah, I know you're waiting on your schedule, Nikisha, of course. Beauty Fascist, Tony JC. Oh, people see me do it, Tony. See, you already know I'm a nasty pervert, and now you're trying to encourage me. You know, they have fries. Oh, dinner, they have fries. Well, I'm going to an Italian place for dinner. It's a hot Italian place that's new called John and Vinny's. And they brought one, they brought one down to the hood. So I'm like, wow, it's one in the hood. I know Lakeisha's performing, and I'm like, hello. Yeah, Judy's be fun. Be fun. Okay, I think I can now. We got 12 people in here. I'll open it up now. It's not anything super exciting, but I'm going to try to get this person to autograph it too. I had 12 people watching. Okay. Here we go. We're going to do this. I'm going to open it up. I had scissors. I seriously don't know where they are. That is crazy. It just disappeared. It said bye. This book, my friend Donald Peebles would appreciate it. This book's from a library, apparently. Yeah, I'm opening it up. Opening it up. That's the paper. Okay, the paper it came with, I'll need that. The book is Don Diamant's book. My 7 sons, how we raised each other. I've been wanting this book for a long time. I got it hardcover. I got it for I think $19. But it's in great condition. It's in great condition. I love it. It's in great condition. I actually can't wait to read it. It's from Xenia, Ohio, and I've been to Xenia, Ohio. I know exactly where that is. But it's his book. Ken Clark, he's not on here right now, would die right now. He would die. Nikisha is performing at an event. That's what they're talking about. Oh, yeah, you're on here, Ken. Oh, you're on here. I was gonna say, if you're here, I got it. Of course you read it twice. He has some good-looking sons too. So I'm gonna try to get him to autograph this. I know Stephen Rado really. Oh, well, he's Don Diamant. Shit, you know why he has 7 sons. like my book. Well, I can't show it over there. So I'm very excited. I can't wait to read that. It'll be fun. I'm excited. I can get in there. Woo, so it's a nice little soap present. It just happened to come like right before I came on. So when I meet him, I'll be like, can you sign my book? I want him to write to the love of my life, James. Yes, he was started out as Brad. He actually started out as Carlo on Days of Our Lives. And then he was Brad on Young and the Restless. Ask King Clark, he'll tell you all about it. He's the #1 fan. He knows all about his stuff. Yes, but Bold and Beautiful is what is that's his thing now. That's his gig now. So, Lakeisha will be at the Jefferson Center in Charlottesville, Virginia. I was like, that's why I say, go on, girl. We got a performer in here. She's going to perform. I love it. Congratulations. We have some talent. And I want to thank all the folks who are trying to get me on Maurice Bernard's State of Mind. So we'll see. I know some folks did some more tweets on him. So I'll tell you about me. He knows who I am. So I don't know. I was like, that'd be funny if Matt goes to your event. Like the fans come together. I love that. Sometimes we do meet up in different places. I love when that happens. Because we live all over the country, so it's funny when two people actually live not far from each other. That's fun. But I have my hair's in a ponytail because it's just super hot, and I know when I don't move, I'm okay. But then when I move, yeah. So, and Matt got me a little present. I put it up today. You got 2 presents, but the one present. The other one I got to put up also later too. It's just been so hard moving around. Ugh. And those of you from this morning, because I was saying, what do I do for breakfast? I was starving for breakfast. I had some leftover. You guys gonna laugh. I had some leftover Taco Bell. And that's why I had some leftover. I had some couple of tacos that were left over, and I had that for breakfast. Well, actually, breakfast, brunch. Now I'm getting hungry for lunch. So I still got to decide because I'm not cooking in my house. My house is too hot. So I'd have to order something. I have to order food for my lunch. It was too crazy. But I have dinner later, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do between this and later and whatever. I'm trying to figure it out. It all goes back to food. Goes back to food. Yeah, I mean that's we're here to support Nikisha. We're here. Anybody doing anything? If you have anything going on, Matt has events. He's part of Spectrum of Celebrity Events. I'm going to one of his events coming up on the 10th. Yes, the 10th. I'm going to one of his events. That's what you do. The one on the 17th, I think it's before my event. I'm friends with Patricia Darbo. That's my girl. Breakfast for dinner. That's a good one, girl. Breakfast dinner is good. And breakfast dinner, I love it. My favorite meal of the day is breakfast, and I haven't had night is the bomb. The bomb. Also, you go on Nikisha, you make those vegan bacon and waffles. Okay, sorry. Well, vegan waffles, I guess it's no egg or whatever. But yeah, breakfast or dinner is the bomb. It's always good. Always good. I haven't watched any soaps yet today. Or Cone's the 17th. But that's what I'm going to on the 17th before my event. Because yours is before mine. I wonder if obviously, I mean, you already know this, so I have to tell you this. Obviously, actor and character are very different. Sometimes they're similar. I wonder. It's kind of funny. He's a parent to boys on the show and a parent to boys in real life. But that is a very interesting similarity. I didn't never thought about it before you just said that. It is very interesting. Yeah, that is kind of very interesting. It's funny if you had a girl. Like I have girls, I didn't have a boy. I have grandsons. I have more grandsons than I only have one granddaughter. And so I'm like, so funny. I'm like, no butter, okay. But isn't there vegan butter? I guess you could do egg substitutes and vegan butter, I guess. Yeah. Can't do the vegan bacon. I tried some different kinds of vegan bacon. This didn't work for me. But I understand. Yes, I saw he performed with his band on the show. I heard that. Yeah, Kimberly McCullough's the bomb. I have a friend who's very close to Kimberly. So I've met her, and I've never interviewed her, but I've met her in real life. Very nice. I like her. She's very nice. She's a great director. I mean, great director. That's got her baby. Jay's disappointing today. I said I haven't watched it yet. So I haven't watched any of the soaps yet. My thing keeps overheating, so because of the heat out here. So I'm like, let it cool down. I wait till late at night. That's when I caught the soaps last night. Was late at night. I caught the soaps. I had to give you things. I know, twice in one day. I'm like, I did an unboxing. I have Don Diamant's book. This came. He raises his 7 sons. I get to read it. It's a hardback. I know, I'm back again. No, Kimberly is not like Robin. She's a very different person. she's a nice person, though. She's very nice. William Lipton was so nice when my dog died. He literally sent me a tweet saying how sad he was for me and gave me best wishes. And I thought that was very sweet of William Lipton. So I'll always hold him in regard because that was very cool of him to do that. I know we're both in the business, but not everybody said anything when my dog died a while back. And so it's kind of like he did. He made a point, and we don't know each other really. I'm friends with Eden McCoy. I'm friends with her and her family, but I don't really know him. So, and Albert's a star. They liked him on my show this Sunday, and people are just like, they want more. So they wanted DC. DC couldn't do it, so I had to get Albert to do it. But they want DC too. They want you also, DC. My fans want you apparently. So, see, that's where I disagree, DC. I disagree with that. I think if you're a good actor, you may not always become the character you play. But one of the things that I think does happen sometimes is that they infuse more of the real life person into the character. I think that does happen sometimes, where sometimes more of them, well, DC, you're a busy guy. So when you're not busy, we'd love to have it. Fans love it. They ask for you, they want it. But they're out there now. You can watch them. They're all 3 episodes are out. They came out this Sunday. They weren't live, but they're all out there. I don't know. I mean, again, I don't. I mean, I'm sure there are some folks who are one and the same. You know what I mean? I know. I think there's some out there, but I know a lot of I meet a lot of the actors. A lot of them seem very different than their characters, and that could be either direction. They seem very different, like that way or that way. You're like, oh, okay. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Albert's coming on the 17th. He hasn't. I don't know if he wants to come to my private Zoom event. We had a good time. We had a great time on it. We had fun. Frank and them came on. We had a good time. So yes, he's like, well, Albert is welcome to come. But it's I don't know if I so far I haven't met. I mean, I met people where some of the character themselves, the Janice I connect on Twitter, very good. Yeah, she's all over Twitter. Janice is always on Twitter. She's always on Twitter. That's good. Okay, good. Connections are happening. I love it. The village is getting bigger. So I don't know. I personally don't think they're all one and the same. I don't know. I think if you're a good actor, you kind of. It so depends. So yeah. So yes. It's interesting. But I don't know. A lot of the actors a lot of times to me, they're very different than who they are. Like very different. Like in some ways you're like, oh, okay, that's surprising. Some actors I'm like, wow, they really do cuss a lot. I had no idea, and I like it. I'm like blushing, going, I've watched you for 50 years in the show, and you just are just cuss like a sailor. So I've had that happen. Whew. A soap trivia game. Oh, Janice, Mac, Albert, and Tony, and others. That's a fun one. That's like fun. I am, when I am trying, and DC, it's funny you said I am trying to do some different things. And that is something that could be possible for a future event. The first event was just kind of like, let's see what happens. Remember, I did it in 3 days. I slapped it together in 3 days. Let's see who shows up. People showed up. People paid. I was like, oh, okay. And then it was like, this next one was already on the books because some folks said they couldn't make the third. So maybe next month. Maybe next month I will do a soap trivia night or something with people who really know their soap stuff. That could be fun. You guys can come and watch. But no, this whole private Zoom thing has opened up a lot of doors of what we can do. You know, so yes, he was. Eric was dropping F-bombs. Yes, he was. You know, so well, thank you, Matt. I really appreciate that. We have our own Zooms too. But I want us to have fun getting together. It's a lot of fun. And that's why I push it and say, come on, sign up. I think you guys would have a good time. I think everybody in here who talks with me, like Rodelli and this Chemo Beauty and George, all you guys you guys are total supporters of me and my co-hosts, and I love you guys. I think you guys would actually really enjoy. Susan was there. I got to meet Susan. After all these years, and she was hilarious. I loved it. You know, so, and Susan, I want to tell you also, if you want to come again, it's just $15. Anybody in this chat room, if you want to come to the Zoom on the 17th, because you're in here right now, it's just $15 to come to it. Sign up, do Zelle. My Cash App's on top, or do Zelle. I can tell you the address for Zelle, and I can tell you the address for PayPal. So yeah, these events, we're gonna mix them up. We're gonna have all kinds of stuff. Just that this one is gonna be basically like the other one because that's what I promised. It's a soap chat. You can ask me questions. People are coming in. We're gonna have a good time. So I was gonna tell you, Susan, if you want to come, that's the price for you too. But we have a good time, and so it's opening up a lot of doors with this whole private chat. It's not recorded. You can have your camera off if you want to. You can have it on. Everybody talks at a good time. Everybody's respectful. There's no craziness, no porn sites trying to come in while we're talking. It's completely a safe space for everybody. Oh, you did, Susan? Okay, perfect. I'll do it right now. Okay. Extra. Okay. For the second one. Okay, perfect. I'll put you in right now. I gotta do oh my God, did I mess this up? Shit. Right to you. Okay, Susan. Okay, so I'm going to put you in the slot there. Okay. Okay. So I know it's coming. I gave you my stuff, right? My information, right? I did. I gave you my information. So good. Okay, good, Susan. Okay, good. You're in the book. You're on the list. You're on the list. Okay, you're on the list. Perfect. But yeah, we'll do something like that. I have people who Tony may not do it, but I have other people I know who will do it for sure, who know a lot. Tony knows Days of Our Lives, but I know folks who know all the soaps. So that's something. I know somebody else too knows a lot of soaps and trivia. That could be a lot of fun. Could be. But there's all kind of ideas. I take all ideas. You just never know. Because you just never know. Like theme ones, all kind of stuff. My new ventures. I am a professional organizer. I know why you said that's kind of funny. I accept people I could ask. They're my own people, in my own field. I could. I do have a coach. I'm a life coach. I have a coach. I do have one of those. So that's kind of funny. But yes, I'm literally organizing everything little by little. Well, again, DC, if you're available, I say I know you're a busy man, so it's up to you. If you're available, then yes, you can be part of it, of course. And, Candace Mack will be part of it, of course, because she know it all. So she would have to be a part of it. Period. Candace Mack will be on my She-Hulk show this week on Thursday night, 8 p.m. We do She-Hulk after show. We're doing episode 4. Bringing in a woman. People kept yelling at me, so bringing in a woman. We'll do it. So we're gonna do that. Yes. But we have fun. But the whole point is, you guys asked me to do these things, and I'm trying to give you what you guys have been asking for, and I have to have some fun with it. I think it's this is a new era. This is a new era. We got Days of Our Lives going to Peacock next week. This is the last week it's on the air. It is happening. It's kind of weird, right? It's kind of weird. But we're gonna survive. And we're sorry, everybody, please send, support to DC. Lost a family member this past week. So it's that's always tough. We send our best on the Bay. And so the Bay is going into, so somebody asked me in the chat room, So I know the creators of the Bay. I know Gregory J. Martin. We're friends. I know all the producers from Ron Moss, Devin DeVasquez, everybody. I know all of them. I know many of the actors. I know a lot of them. I've watched some episodes of the Bay. I've not watched it consistently. I've not watched the whole season. But I have seen some episodes because I've interviewed members of the Bay over the years. But yes, they really do grab the best folks. So yes, but the Bay is a multi-award winning soap opera starring Christos Andrews. So we are. So I know it's going to Peacock. So I know a lot of folks are very happy, and this could be the beginning of a soap block over there. So, but you know me, I know everybody in the business, so they all know who I am. I've interviewed many of them over the years on various things. You know, that's you need a show to go prepare with Day's history. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. So, but yes, to DC, we're sorry to hear that. Of course, it's always Susan lost her dad last month. I had an anniversary of my brother's death, and so it was a little rough for me last month. So it's tough. But we're here. We're part of the village. We're here for you. So, yes, going on. But yes, so Peacock, looks like doing some stuff. So I mean, the Bay is something. So, right? Maybe they could do a new soap. You never know. There's a lot. I mean, there's so many. That's the whole point. There's so much, and so many possibilities. That's the exciting part. There's so many possibilities. You just don't know. You know, kids. And I know GH is watching, so GH is going to see how it goes. Well, I'm getting hungry again. Woo! I'm like, maybe I should get some chai. I'm not a snacker. I have some chips sitting right over there, and I'm like, I don't want to sit here and chomp in your faces, but I'm like, my stomach's like, oh, you're hungry, James. Where'd that come from? But yeah, you never know. Well, here's the thing about that too, DC. I do an Emmy show, of course, every year, which is very popular. Daytime Emmy specials, very popular show. I do with Candace Mack, Lucretia Lyon, Walker Ragsdale, and Jerry Waggett. We have a great show. People love our show. We have a good time. And my friend Anthony Anderson was at the Emmys, which is going to come out on the 10th. He was the only one who was up for an award from the daytime. They used to be digital dramas for Anacostia, which is my soap, my show. And Anthony's one of my best friends. And he didn't win, but he had a great time. He met all these famous people, had a good time. I saw his pictures. But he was the only one to squeak through from the digital stuff. My thing is, here's my opinion, just my opinion. They do pay people to watch people eat. I know they do. And all those mukbangs and things people do. Okay. So here's a little tea for you guys. Come closer. Get your ears ready. Much of the daytime community felt that some of the same shows were dominating the Emmys every year and winning the Emmys every year. And I'm trying to be careful how I word this because I'm friends with everybody. I don't really have anything against anyone. I'm friends with all these people. That's what they tried to revamp. They were trying to revamp so it's a little more equitable. I'm trying to use my words. And 2018, I think in 2018, it was felt that they kind of got it right, and some dramas with certain types of people got through. So I was very happy, but they still didn't win. I know, but I'm trying to make sure. I want to be truthful. This stuff is out in the open, but there's some stuff. I don't want to cause a superstar, but hi, Nicholas Dutton. But I'm telling the truth though, and this is what happened. And then there was an award mix-up that was very publicized. I was friends with everybody involved, and then I got thrown in it. I got thrown in. No, Matt. I'm not even talking about that. That's another one, Matt. I was about the digital dramas. There was a lot of stuff. People were looking at one drama in particular that's going to Peacock. Let's say that. But that Restless one, that's another one too. That's another one, Matt. That's another scandal. Yes. But this one was for digital dramas, and they felt like people were getting equal shot to actually win or whatever. And it felt like some of the wins were not worthy. But there was also a problem with what is an episode, you guys. This is some inside tea that is true. Nothing, this part I have no problem saying, because that was the problem. Is an episode 9 minutes? Is an episode 30 seconds? Is an episode 15 minutes? Is an episode 3 minutes? Okay, so you say you were in 3 or 4 shows, but the shows were actually 90 seconds long. Does that count? Is that part of the rules with a show that's 15 minutes long? So they gave an Emmy to my friend Patricia Darbo, and then decided to take it back. Someone called someone, that's all the story, and made a mess of it. So all of us thought, well then, and Patricia was gracious, as she always is. She was hurt, but she was gracious. Gave back the Emmy, but then we're like, well, they said, well, it goes to the next person. And that was my girl, Jennifer Bassey, who you knew as Marion on All My Children. Same day said, nope, we're taking that back. And I'm like, and so it was a huge mess. And I literally was on the phone with both ladies. I was like, I was on the phone with both producers who said something, and there was name calling. It was ugly. I had a producer on my show tell his side of the story, and a producer on another show. It was crazy. So then that year, no one got the Emmy. And it was just like, that was bizarre for everybody else. But in the Emmy rules, it was murky. So that's why all this time they're trying to work that out. But I was just so shocked when they decided to say, screw it, now it's going to prime time. And that's it. Like, oh, okay. So that's kind of that's all true. Now all stuff is true. It's all out there. I'm not making any of that up. It's all true. You can watch my interviews on that from 3 years ago. I mean, I got in trouble. I got phone calls like, James, how could you have a person on your show? And I'm like, well, I've been telling this. I'm not a journalist. I'm here telling. You tell your point. You tell your point. I was friends with both people. I was friends with both actors. It was crazy. My name was all thrown in there for a minute, but I didn't care. I stood up for everybody. So I'm like, I thought the whole thing was a travesty. But I was all for Emmy reform. So when they did this, and Anthony Anderson, who was a trailblazer on his own anyway, for Anacostia, was the only person from this whole debate. Didn't get any nominations. I was shocked. Nobody got nominations. It's kind of strange. I think it's kind of strange. But there was a lot of great shows like Giants and Broken at Love, which I was on that show. There's a bunch of shows that just get the same love, same attention. And some of those shows were shows of color. So I'll say about that. I don't need to go any further. I don't need to go any further. Some shows were run by women. Do I need to go any further? I don't think I need to go any further. Some shows were LGBTQIA plus. Do I need to go any further? No, I don't think I need to go any further. So I think so there was a lot of issues. They had to reform. And what Matt was talking about is something totally different. Totally different. Hey, Patrica's busy right now on Days of Our Lives. She's doing just fine. But yeah, it's award shows. As a person who's won awards and lost awards, who's been nominated and won and lost, it's all arbitrary. Most of it is. There are a lot of folks, who've won. I'm like, I do not agree with whatsoever. Like, I'm making worse performances, not worthy. But some of it's a popularity contest. Some of it's political. Some of it's like cumulative. Like, we should have gave this bitch an Emmy like 5 years ago, so we'll give it to her now. All that kind of stuff. It's like, it's completely. Sometimes they get it right. Sometimes you're like, so I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I thought Maura West should have won several years ago. When she says, Lauren Catherine Jerome, you wake up right now while her daughter is dead. I was like, she should have won. Just from that scene alone, she should have won. Should have won. Between nobody else in that whole category. They're all good actresses. But I'm like, nope. She should have won. Easily, hands down, for that whole scene, should have won. And she didn't win. Now, she has 2 Emmys, so she's okay. She's not like sitting at home with no Emmys. She's fine. But still, sometimes you just go, we all kind of agree sometimes, that performance. You have to campaign for it. You're basically you're buying yourself in. Yes, Matt, she finally got an Emmy. Hello, you know that story. 19 years, she finally got it. The streak is over, Susan Lucci. But that's the whole thing. It's like there's actors who never get nominated. There's a lot of actors who've never won. Actors you love in all these shows that you love. Actors that are Emmy-worthy performances have never won an Emmy. Never. It's almost like mind-blowing. And the folks who do have Emmys, you're like, she has an Emmy, he has an Emmy. Again, you win an Emmy, good for you. Again, it's not the person's fault who wins. But I'm just like, there's some folks who deserve Emmys, and well, actually, that's actually not true. As the World Turns has won a lot of Emmys. Actually, over the years, if you go on YouTube and look at the Emmy shows from the 90s, oh my God, they won a lot of Emmys in the 90s. Almost all of them. Leslie Kay and Hogan Schaefer, the writer, and Martha Byrne and Michael Park, and a lot of them actually won Emmys. There's a lot of people, because As the World Turns and Guiding Light were considered the thespian soaps. They were considered like the upscale soap operas because they were on the East Coast. Yeah, everybody worked in theater back there. Theater is Broadway is better than Los Angeles. Out here in California, we're just like eating avocados and pretending like we're acting or something, eating cheese toast or whatever. But New York is much more stricter and it's harder and harsher. So a lot of them, there's a lot of Emmys for Guiding Light and As the World Turns, and even all my children back when it was in New York. Or Honey Bears, Home Bear Seeds. No. My son didn't win. He should have won. I totally agree. Should have won. Well, the scenes where he's dying, clearly he should have won. But you know why he didn't win, folks? Do you need me to see? You guys want to get in trouble? Do you need me to say it? The storyline, and back then, and AIDS. AIDS was a gay disease still back then. And that's why I love General Hospital was trying to break that stigma. But voters didn't like that, apparently. So I think that's why he didn't win. Because he should have got one. It's like employee review. It's like a review. You know what I mean? They just did. There's certain storylines they did not like, and they would not. Yes, because they were super conservative. You're right. Conservative. I know. Robin Mattson, Kate Collins, all of them. They've never won. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Here's the deal, Beauty for Ashes. I'm somewhat versed. Not they're my friends. So, I would, Anacostia, I say watch. A Son of the Series, I say watch. Toll Booth, I'd say watch. There's a few that are really good, but they're not really, I don't think they're current, but they were the last couple of years. But maybe I'll try to do that. Right. I know. I'm just pontificating on all these people. So some actors have pulled themselves out of the race. They've said, I'm not submitting this year. I don't feel like a good entry. So that's true. An actor can say no. But if an actor's like, I had a good year, I should have a chance. Erica Slezak, Tony Geary, Christoph Andrews, they all have the most Emmys. They have like 6 or 7. They keep winning. What's funny is, Matt, you say that. I've released a couple of videos of Look Who's Related when I was on Audition Days. They did very well on the YouTubes, but Tony would kill me if I did my own Look Who's Related. It don't matter if I did it for other soaps. I once suggested doing a Days or a Lives mini spotlight, and he almost lost it. He did not. He was not. He knows I could do whatever I want. I'm a grown man, but our friendship would be. He wouldn't like that. Nope. So I leave everything alone that's related to Days with Audition Days. All right, thank you, Albert. So I was like, I gotta be. I can't do anything like that. I get in trouble with my chocolate twin. He get mad at me, so I can't do none of that. Yeah, I know. You have to talk to Tony. I can't. I can't even broach that subject. He had no problem in releasing the videos because I did it first on Audition Days. I was part of them, but no, I'm not touching that at all. I value my friendship. I value my friendship, so I'm not going to do that. But that's kind of our unspoken agreement that he does all things Days, unless I do something. I can interview an actor on another project and mention Days, like James Reynolds. I'm friends with, things like that. I do that kind of stuff. But if it's like something that was started on Audition Days, I brought there, yeah, he would not be. I would get in trouble, and I'm always in trouble already with all kind of stuff. I'm always in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. So, but that's why I push them. Say Audition Day stuff, go to them. Now, Audition Days goes off the air, then we can talk. That'd be something different. We can talk. Plus, I do enough already as it is. I'm trying to organize my life. But I know folks like the Look Who's Related. But I knew that. I knew when I started that. When they asked me, James, what would your segment be? I go, I'm the soap historian, and soap relationships are so complicated. Yes, but I'm Miss Wu. I'm Selena Wu, obviously, and he's Sonny Corinthos. Clearly, I'm Lydia Look. That's the girl. I'm in love with her. I'm trying to get her on the show. So yes, I'm like yes. So I get her on the show. I'm trying. Whew. Why is this fan not doing his job? Yeah, definitely. Okay, kids, I have to get off because I have to get ready for this dinner. I'm gonna try to eat something really quick, I think, too, just to hold me over. Because I can't keep going like this. But thank you guys for coming on. I'm glad you guys came on and said hello. Sign up for the show on the 17th. It's at noon Pacific Standard Time. You guys can put $15 on it instead of $20. So sign up. And then the ads are everywhere. They're everywhere. All on social media. You can see the ads. If you need me to fill you in on stuff like where to pay and how to do that, I can. Just DM me or message me. I can do that. And everybody, be careful out there. Try to stay calm. Try to stay cool and try to stay collected. I don't know what that means, but